Good evening and welcome to Champlin Park. It is section playoff time, and tonight we have the section 5-4A quarterfinal matchup between the number 1 seed Champlin Park and the number 8 seed Irondale. I'm Steve Thomas along with Joe Rulin. The Rebels have had an outstanding year.
They have 21-4, a 12-game win streak at one point. That was just ended with a loss to Totino Grace, and then went on to win their last 2 games of the regular season. Bottom line, they've produced 83 points a game. Their defense yielding opponents to about 65 a game, and they're getting some balanced scoring as well, Steve.
Yeah, no doubt. Rebels, Tyler Wagner, 28.3 a game, but they have good depth. Preston Tilkey, and they really have a lot of guys that can come off the bench and do a lot of things. But Tyler Wagner is really the key for them. And as you see, the Irondale Knights tonight, the number 8 seed, they struggled 5-21. They play in a very good league, the Suburban East, and they took their lumps. But they have a couple of good players in this lineup. Jake Dieteminis, their guard, 21.3 a game, and then the big guy in the middle, Cameron Cramble. He is a good rebounder and a shot blocker extraordinaire.
Yeah, 68 this season, second.
Can get up and down the floor, and that's what makes him so dangerous.
It is on that transition, force a lot of turnovers. As you mentioned, you also have Preston Tilkey averaging 12 points a game, followed along by Gavin Walter at 8 points a game, but he can bring some boards down, followed by Kyler Poost, 8 points a game. And Jallo as well, Mo Jallo with 6. And I'll tell you, they're ready to go. They'll force the hands. They force you to play faster than what you typically want to. But let's see if Irondale, led by their head coach, to see if they can kind of get them called and get into their stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some pressing here also from Irondale to reciprocate that pressure. There's Trent Davis, head coach in his 4th year for the Knights.
Averaging 61.6 a game. The Rebels 83.2. Tapped into the backcourt. Dieteminis 21.3 a game for the senior. Terrific player. Headed for Hamlin to play for the Pipers. And that one's thrown away. That's just Broussard. There comes Irondale once again. Dieteminis, good player. They get it out on top. Albertson. And I would assume they would love to slow this game down as much as they can. 3 ball on the way. Russell, no. High rebound. Tapped out of there. Finally grabbed by the Rebels. Wagner. Walter drives in. High off the glass. Got it to go.
Well contested by Cramble. We mentioned 68 blocks on the year for Cramble. A great strong finish that time, going to the bank for Walter.
Cramble on the wing. Comes to the top. Stops. Needs a little help. Coming out, Riley Albertson, another senior. Stops in front of the free throw line. Gives it up on the wing. Broussard further out. Dieteminis drives into the lane. Scoops with the left hand. Bounces it in. That's pretty.
Explosive moves to the lane. Wow. And then the left hand scoop for the first 2. And as you mentioned, for Dieteminis, he can put the ball in. 21 points a game, 48 3-pointers, leads the team in that category. And his high for the season was
almost traveled, but it will be a foul on the Rebels. Team fouls even at 1 apiece.
Yep, I thought that would be a walking call, but able to get the call on the foul. And that would be the first team foul for Champlin Park.
First on Jallo. They get it to the outside. Here's Richard Russell. Gives it up on the wing. Dieteminis drives in. He'll lay it up again. Boy, they better guard him. He has 4 early.
Well, he elevated down the baseline and made that look easy. Explosive move and elevating a couple of keys. Tied up at 4-4. He is smooth.
Earlier in the year, I saw Irondale at Cretin-Durham Hall, number 1 most of the year in 4A. Dieteminis had a nice night against a very talented team.
Been in double figures every game this year for Irondale.
Walter inside the lane. Now Jallo drives in. Wagner had a shot early trying to get on track. Here's Tilkey all the way across. Rebels throw it away.
Hey, some good pressure. One thing you're seeing the coaching staff of the Knights say is keep the hands up. Don't bring them down. And sometimes that can obstruct the view or even dissipate what looks like an open view for the offensive player.
Throwing for the Rebels, and Aaron Klepner, the head coach, they're the number 8. You know, let's take care of business and move on. That one out of there for Russell. And now it's Gavin Walter running the point, gives it up. Jallo, they'll hand it off. Tilke into the lane, spins, goes to the hole, put it up and in.
The left-hander got to his side of the hoop, a nice spin cycle move. To get some separation. And nice cut and a dime right to the hands and closing it up. A good play that time. Again, closed up by Cramble.
Tilke gives it up, driving in, easy layup. Tyler Wagner, his first points of the night.
You could see Russell trying to body him up a bit. That time Wagner used his size and took it down deep in the lane for his 2.
Bramble out on the wing. Now Dieterman, middle of the floor. Around Walter, drives down the lane, put it up high off the glass.
He is a spectacular feature role. As I mentioned, averaging 21 a game. He is an all-conference performer and a member of that 1,000-point club as well. You get a look at head coach Klepner for the Rebels.
Foul's going to go on Russell. His first. Team fouls even, 2 apiece. Rebels back at work. Poos gave it up on the wing, driving in. Walter missed it. Jallo the board.
And just off the front of the rim, so he'll get 2, but you just gave the Rebels a second chance on the board. And they just kind of took a deep breath, relaxed too much. And they'll make them pay. Poos with his first point of the game.
Averaging 8. And the Rebels down by 2 early. Irondale off to a solid start. And this 1 versus 8 matchup. He got them both.
The sly moves by the Rebels as Dieterman brought the ball across midcourt. Had 2 guys approach him and trap and just wanted to get the ball out of his hands. It's funny because he ended up with the ball in his hands on that layup, which he missed, and now at the free throw line. Hustling after that board. So you got him 6 points as well.
Plunkett first off the bench, averaging 5.5 a game. Mo Jallo sits down 2 points.
Averaging 7 rebounds a game, 6 points as well.
Plunkett first off the bench, averaging 5.5 a game. Mo Jallo sits down 2 points, 2 fouls. 1 more for Broussard. That one's short as well, and the rebound pulled in by Walter.
Wagner. This time it resulted in a couple of free throw attempts.
Tie game at the moment. Rebels have scored 3 in a row. And Tyler Wagner has 3. By the way, his second foul on Riley Albertson. And now Irondale up 4 team fouls to 3. Rebels grab the lead. 12 to go first half. And they go to work. Fisher Killens into the game now for head coach Trent Davis. We got to travel. Yeah. Vaughn McDonald also into the game for the Irondale Knights. Turnovers 3-1 Irondale by my count. That could be wild. And he'll get it in for the Knights. Knights in white. And Dieterman. Further down, McDonald comes back to the top, around a pick by Broussard. Lob inside, Cramble the layup.
I love baseline play, and we're seeing that happen for Irondale. They bring them off that baseline and capitalize.
Right back the other way, Christian Plunkett gets an easy layup.
Yeah, they reciprocate. Plunkett says, don't forget about me, averaging 5 a game. He gets 2 on the return volley. Whistled on McDonald there on his first foul, but 5th team foul now for Irondale.
Well, McDonald got a break that one didn't fall because he kind of made that mistake. If you're going to fall in that situation, make sure it doesn't have a chance to go in, and it certainly did. And by the way, Poos knocks down His third free throw of the night. He is 3 of 3.
Mentioned earlier, this is the second matchup of the season between these two teams. The first game of the year was December 3rd for both.
Yes, I brought my snowshoes and I'll be able to hike home following the game. Shot up by Walter, got it to go. It's a 3. His first of the night, and he has 5.
Walter brings some juice, averaging 8 a game. That was a nice looking fadeaway. Got a nice little trajectory on that jump shot.
And that one's stolen away. Here's Tyler Wagner. Wagner, he'll step back. Missed the 3. Long rebound tapped around. Grabbed by Broussard. He tries to hand it off. Tapped out of bounds. Fisher Killens couldn't handle it.
No, he put it on his shoulder and handed it off that way. But, yeah, you did. You mentioned about the turn.
He'll go to the line, and he's starting to heat up after a slow start here tonight. He has 9 points, and with the made free throw, could make it 10.
Well, you have it here, and hey, you've seen a lot more of the top 5 teams this year, Steve, than I have. Those final rankings heading into the section still have Cretin-Durham Hall on top, followed by Hopkins. And Tartan, to me, is a mystery team because I haven't seen or heard much of. Whooshed by, but they felt like he kind of fell, and if they didn't want to, you know, they call that fake fall or what have you on that screen, and so you hate to reward that. They call it a foul.
Free throw off, bounces out, no good. That's Richard Russell. He is 1 of 3 from the line in the game. 26-13 Rebels.
They need to hit any free opportunities they can get. These Knights are already doubled up. Have the Rebels on the Knights at 26-13.
Out of there, no good. Rebound tapped around, finally grabbed by Tyler Wagner. Right back the other way. Wagner down low, puts it up and in, and he's having a big night.
Explosive cut with the ball down.
Back up and in.
6'8" fella, man, I'm telling you, he gets possession, sealed off the defender, and made it look so easy. Cramble, 11 a game is what he's averaging, but also 8 rebounds.
That one goes off the hands of Kyler Poost. Eye on him. To the top, Russell. To the elbow, his long 2, no. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Davis. Couple of Rebels after it. Now Tilke brings it up the floor. Trying to drive. Wagner right down the lane. Look at that.
Well, he took one mini kind of quasi fake, like almost a sneeze, and he drew up 2 defenders, and then that was a runway down the lane. And Wagner wasted little time to close that up.
And he's got 17 in the game, and the Rebels lead at 30-17. And after this game was tight early, Irondale had an 11-8 lead since then. The Champlin Park Rebels have certainly figured it out. They're on a 22-6 run.
That they are. And they just kind of elevate their play. We talked a little bit earlier about the 4A rankings, and here there's a look at Cretin-Durham Hall. 24-1. Hopkins the same. And then Tartan, a team that we said could be kind of a mystery team. Wyzetta, always active and having another successful campaign. Shakopee, and then there you get a look at the Rebels, currently number 6. Sauk Rapids, who defeated Champlin Park earlier this year up in St. Cloud, is number 7. Apple Valley, Prior Lake, and Minnetonka round out that top 10 in Class 4A. Set the table here again. It's a matchup here where you could see that the Knights are really trying to clog up that middle. And anytime that Wagner would get the ball or come towards the lane, he always had another player there. But that time they were a little too overzealous and bit on an early nibble and finally opened up the lane. And as you mentioned, 17 now for Wagner.
McDonald, nice look, and another bucket for Cramble. He has 8 down low.
His high this season for Cramble, 27 versus Roseville.
Driving in there, Kyler Poost had it knocked away. Irondale ball. It's going to be a turnover on the Rebels.
Good job seeing him come out. And Trent Davis with some instruction defensively. maybe how to counter that and shut down or try to at least contain that Rebels offense.
In the ball game now, you've seen Hamamon. And here's a shot off, no good by Didominis. Grabbed by Albertson. He'll dribble out of there and come to the middle of the floor.
Stay in that man-to-man, but doing some good switching outside the perimeter of the Rebels.
Now 5 to go on the shot clock. Didominis trying to drive, gets inside, up with the left hand, no good. Wagner the board. He'll lob it ahead, grabbed by Plunkett. He'll lay it up and in. What a feed. And good job by Plunkett running the floor.
Oh, some great hands, but that possession before, Peerless Davis. Excellent defense that time, as he had to try to D up straight up with Didominis.
Cramble on the pick and roll, missed the bunny. And the board out of there with Wagner. Nice pick and roll with him and McDonald. And now we got a foul on Irondale. That should be number 7 on them. And we'll get Rebel free throws here.
A whistle foul called on the floor before he went for that layup here.
That'll be the 3rd on Albertson, 7th on Irondale.
And back to getting a look here is Musa Dukley. A freshman at 6'1", averaging 3 points a game for Dukley.
And at the line, Tyler Wagner's having a night, 17 already.
Yeah, that's tough with Riley Albertson picking up his 3rd foul already on that last whistle for the Knights. Still 5 and change left here in this first half.
They'll get them both. They're perfect. And he has 19 tonight, and the Rebels lead it by 15. Continue to pull away, coming up on 5 to go in the half. McDonald off to the right. Didominis, he'll drive in, get the layup.
This makes that look so easy. He glides. My goodness, what an ability to close.
Tilke hands off to Plunkett. Missed shot. Rebound, Hamamon. Now it's Didominis. And now Levi Madsen into the game. Madison has it, threw it away. Grabbed by Tilke. Preston the other way. Bangs into Cramble. It fell, and a foul.
That was a cue ball. Billiards spin on that one off the glass. Finding its way through the hoop into the netting, and an end one situation here for Tilke. Wow.
Yeah, 6 could be 7. And that hops over the front and down. 3-point play completed.
And you're starting to see the Rebels kind of trying to pick up more around half court here on Didominis.
Dukley had him for a moment. Out on the perimeter. Hammermoon trying to drive around Wagner. Almost traveled. Needs help. Didominis has it. He'll drive down the lane, put up a shot. Partially blocked. Goes out of bounds. Went out of bounds off Peerless Davis for the Rebels.
Yep, and I think on that possession, Didominis was trying to dish it down to Cramble. And the pass was blocked. But nonetheless, good pressure by the Rebels. They pick him up and really have been picking it up on everyone just across midcourt.
Out on the wing, Didominis. Long 2, no. Rebound, Broussard. Weak side. He'll kick it out on top, and it's going to be grabbed by Tilke. Here come the Rebels. Tilke put it up. No. Follow Plunkett. That was partially blocked. Grabbed by Cramble. There's another block for him, Joe.
Yep. 69 at least. I think that's just the first one tonight, but 69 on the season. Second in the state.
Madison trying to drive. Hounded there by Davis for the Rebels. Now it's McDonald, quick 3. Tried to bank it in. Cramble the rebound. He put it back. He has 10.
Yeah, you know what? Great hands, great awareness. So active.
Down the lane, Dukley missed it. And it's Irondale into the front court quickly. Didominis inside Broussard. Put it up, got it to go, went right around Wagner. That was impressive.
Yeah, he did a great job of getting his hips to shoulder, pinning him, sealing him off. and peeled it off the glass. Nice move. Little run here for the Knights here before the end of the half. 3 minutes left.
This is Davis right down the lane, got the layup. Peerless Davis.
Strong to the hoop with that left hand. Says, I've played some defense already tonight. Give me that rock, and he took it to the glass.
Irondale trying to hang in there before the half. Vaughn McDonald, he'll be back next year. Cramble, he is a junior. And now Madison, they play catch. Under 10 to go. Nice look. Cramble, another layup down low. He has 12.
What a beautiful dime right on the, right just up above the hip on that bounce and easily put back in. Boy, they do such a great job of cutting right on that baseline.
Wagner got bumped on the elbow, still knocks it down. He has 21 in the first half.
Kick back at, as I mentioned, he had 46 in their first meeting this year.
Well, and he and Tilke work so well together. Batted away, grabbed by McDonald again. DeDominis, trap, gets it ahead to McDonald, swings it off to the right. Madison a three, off no good, and the board to Tilke. He'll bring it no good. Board up and in by Wagner. Pounding the glass, 23 in the first half.
Yeah, he slashed through a couple of the Knight defenders, went high pointed it, and put it right back up like a kangaroo, man. He jumped right off. Good explosion, good close.
DeDominis dribbles toward the corner, go all the way in, get the layup. Tilke has 9 and a foul.
Tilke wanted to dunk on a previous layup, and he lost the grip on the ball at the last minute. Something tells me he's going to have a throwdown here in the second half. And that is another strong close with conviction by the Rebels. Just when they see the Knights go on a little run themselves, it's the Rebels who double up the point production on their run.
Rebound to the corner, grabbed by Wagner. They'll swing it around the perimeter. This is Dukley.
Nice little nudge. That was like a senior move instead of just a freshman move to get that spacing. Nice job.
Cramble gets it out on top. Killens off to the right. DeDominis put up a shot. We got a foul. Foul on the floor. That'll be the 6 on the Rebels. Under a minute to go in the half. Start on the block. Off the glass. Well done.
Love that move. A lot of practice goes into that move, and to look that confident on the catch and the release to put it off that square.
Is old school.
That is.
I mean, it really is an old school low post move. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and you're right. That low post game is kind of, a lost start. 49-29.
See, just 1.5 left. That ball hit the rim at about 6 seconds and continued to circulate. Had to run the process, the gambit.
Tilke 11. Wagner 23 in the first half to lead the Rebels. And I don't know if we're trying to figure out how much time should.
2.4 left. Put a little bit more up.
Rebels average 83.2 a game. They've had a big first half. They get it in. Killens comes up wide. And the Rebels lead by 20 at the break. But it is really all about Tyler Wagner's 23 and Preston Tilke.
Force some turnovers and set a different pace here in the second half as they're down by 20.
Quick break. And by the way, coming up at the half, we have QCTV highlights.
Yeah, the best
from the last year.
You bet. Looking forward to seeing that. Don't go away.
Oh, actually kind of had a lot of adversity this season, some ups and downs, and I feel like we've, having those battles has set us up for tonight.
Some extracurricular pushing, shoving, as intensity has certainly increased for both teams.
And, it just takes one weird bounce and your season's over.
Tilke's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw to the end zone. Knocked away.
We're building for today. You play 8 games to get ready for this.
Not so fast.
Richter here, scores! Top shelf with the peanut butter. Oh.
Play action, rolling out left, in trouble. Dodges another would-be tackler into the end zone. Touchdown!
I'm not sure what Vegas has for the over-under for our camera person in center field getting deflected.
Steps into the middle, Richter goal! Wow!
Can he do it? Turns it over! 2 blocks, 1 bumper! Unchoked wide open, Kuyan 3, switch!
See some of the Husky fans eating a nice healthy meal.
This one is hit high in the air, center field, right center, up, and that's out of here.
Up more. Good feet inside, and what a shot by Schindlebeck.
A base hit, big time.
Drive high and above, and it's a goal! Matt Jones! Danny Welch up the middle, and he busts it. 40. He is gone.
Scratch that, Joe. They do have momentum back.
Trombley over to Reeder. Perfect stat by Trombley. Reeder drops the hammer. How about that? 1 point. So it did come down to second and third as he predicted.
Hey, QCTV, good job picking this meet for television.
This is phenomenal sports entertainment. I mean, it's really good. Forrest Lake to the net. Near side, into the net. That'll do it.
And again, they did it as everybody got involved. And now there they are back in the championship game.
Gilk sends it to the front. Gilk in the middle. There it is. Carly Gilk seals the deal. Crews to the right, Rebels to the left. Raptors serve. And we are underway. Batted over. Belfield long. Rebels win. 15-12.
All alone, goes up, tries to drop contact, and drains it. The respect of these two teams, realizing what's at stake, what's there, and the Huskies are going to the state tournament.
What it's all about. You win one more, and you get to go downtown Minneapolis and go to the bank.
Sets the wall, next one
There it
scores! Off a blazer! That thing drew paint off of the bike. Roll out of play, and the Huskies are going to take home a quarterfinal state tournament win, 3-2 over the number 3 seed.
We have the best fans in the state, some of the best wrestlers. Thank you, everybody. You continue to keep this tradition alive.
Congratulations to the Andover Huskies, their 7th consecutive Section 7 AA championship.
He's got to look. Now he's got to run. He's in trouble. He's being held on to. Caught. He throws it to the end zone. Caught after the back way. And the Anoka Tornadoes are going to the bank.
As a member of this community, as a former faculty member and coach, it is an absolute thrill. It is an absolute thrill to be able to watch these athletes work their butts off and then be able to reap the benefits of it and feel the unity of being a part of this community. And isn't that something that all of us want, to be part of a community? And that is the greatest thing of all.
Thanks to the crew and the QCTV. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.
it's just individual talent. They've come together, super well early in the season. Usually it's individuals trying to be, just their own player. They've really bought into we're going to share the ball, we're going to move it, we're going to get open shots because of that.
I feel like liking each other off the court has helped us to be successful on the court. As a captain, I would say bring energy and lift other people's up. I'd say our key to success has been defense. Defense wins games, but also on the offensive end, when we move the ball, we're really hard to stop.
Offensively, we've come out, really hit our stride early on in the season, which isn't super typical with a lot of basketball teams. Usually offense struggles, but we've done a good job of scoring a lot of points and then trying to hold the other team to as many, least points as possible.
Differently, we're older this year. Last year we had a younger group. This year I'd say that we've all matured on the court and off the court. I feel like similarly we have good shooters. We got a bunch of good shooters this year.
Really just some of the things that we're already good at. We can always get better at just continue to move the ball on offense, play with pace, and then our defense too.
The fire, I guess, in the players, it's been building for the last couple years. That intensity at practice, that intensity in the games, has been similar to what we've done the last few years, and it just built off of each other.
The energy that we bring, and then offensively we can score quite a bit, so that's a key piece as well.
Very heavily involved with the youth program. I try to go see every youth team at least once each year, multiple times. I'll see the 8th graders. But I do we do summer camps here, try to build them their skills so once they get to that high school level, they know what we're trying to do. And then once they get into high school, we're a program that builds year after year. Our freshman B team is doing the same exact thing that our varsity team is doing. So by the time that they get to varsity, they know exactly what we're trying to do. We're always doing skill development too, whether it's in the summer, fall, winter. We're doing skill development so that the guys that want to play college basketball can develop those skills to be able to play college basketball at that level. Goals is always trying to get these guys better, on and off the court, even more focused off the court. At some point, basketball is going to end. They got to be good husbands. They got to be good fathers. They got to be, good people once that basketball, portion of their career is done. So, trying to get them prepared for real life is the most important thing that we're, focused on here.
And we're back here at Champlin Park, and the Rebels and the Irondale Knights in the Section 5 4A tournament opener. Champlin Park, the number 1, Irondale, the number 8. And the Rebels lead at 49-29 at the half. Steve Thompson, Joe Ruland, and our great QCTV crew. And Joe, we saw a lot of good out of the Rebels in the first.
Yeah, and here you get a look at Tilke. Tilke with 11 at half. He added to that late in that first half as well. Good cut baseline. Points in for Cramble. He's got a team-high 12 at half. And, of course, adds to his block total and rebounds as well. Some turnovers caused and also created and closed there by Tilke on the spinner to collect 2 more of his 11 at the half. Meanwhile, with a total of 24, is it at half?
I had 23.
23,
Wagner,
you're
yeah.
correct. With Wagner there at half, and he certainly hasn't disappointed. A good balance of some long-range bombs and then some follow-up rebounds and then bunnies to follow up. So 21-4, averaging 83 a game. I'd say they're on course for that, but for the Rebels. But they're taking on Irondale, and of course, you come to the playoffs, it's 0-0 to start the postseason. And the 5-21 Knights, let's see what they may have in store as they maybe have no choice but maybe to apply a little 2-2-1 pressure full court wise and try to mix things up. They cannot afford to drop down any farther than these 20 points.
Tilke, Wagner, Walter, Poos, Jallo in the game for Aaron Klutner and the Rebels. Quick three out of the gate by Taylor Wagner. Came up short. Russell, DeDominis, Albertson, Broussard, Cramble, the starters for Trent Davis. Here in half number 2, and they started the game that way. Here's Broussard down the lane. Tried to give it up to Cramble. Tipped out of there. Grabbed by Jallo. Jallo will hand it off. Here's Kyler Poos. He'll bring it up the floor, right down the middle, all the way through the lane. It bounces up, but he got fouled. That could be the 4th on Riley Albertson.
Yeah, but it started on the other end because, hey, when you got Broussard with the ball, tried to subtly dish it off, but you got the quick hands of the Rebels there to disrupt it, get the turnover, and as a result, you have a chance here to see Poos at the free throw line for 2.
And Kyler knocks it down. He had 3 of 4 made free throws to account for all his points, and give him 4 there, and they've hit 50.
This game will get the winner of the Mounds View Spring Lake Park matchup to 4 and 5. It's also taking place tonight. That next round also takes place on March 7th. Just a few days.
Irondale with the ball. Park Center the 3. Play number 6 Roseville. Number 2 Maple Grove against number 7 Osseo. We have a foul, a quick foul on the Rebels. That'll be Wagner, number 1 on him. Team fouls even now at 1 apiece.
So far, playing the same pace defensively. Of course, if they can make a shot here, the Knights, I think you're going to start to see some full court pressure.
Get it out in the corner to Cramble. Jallo almost knocked it away. And Irondale's going to hang on to it. Knights coming in 5 and 21, 1 and 17 in the Suburban East. And as I said, you know, Suburban East, Northwest, Suburban, Lake, South, Suburban. Boy, those are all tough conferences. DeDominis to the block, put it up, got it to go. What a shot.
Used that left hand on now 3 of those shots in the lane.
He used his body well. He's going to be a really good player in the MIAC.
Yeah,
here's Tilke, the 3. Off no good. Jallo the board.
Crashed in. No one sealed him off, and Jallo was shallow for that rebound, close to the rim anyway, and closed it up.
You've been waiting to do that all night. Tilke on the break, gets it back, lays it up and in. Nice assist, Gavin Walter.
Yep, Walter's nice dish to get it out of his hands to the open to Tilke.
Tilke with 13, right back the other way. Irondale a miss, but a foul on the Rebels. Tilke can't believe it. Broussard went to the bucket.
Yep, and Tilke's hands went straight up. And in that case, it looked like more of Broussard who initiated that contact, and Broussard with his hands straight up. But it was Tilke who will pick it up. His 3rd foul early in this second half, but having some problems at the free throw line. A couple of those nights, and Broussard is one of those.
0 for 3. Missed them both. Now 0 for 4 from the line. That makes them 1 of 8 tonight. That's not going to get it done. And now it's Gavin Walter, right of the lane. Gives it up. Jallo down low. He got fouled by Broussard. Number 2 on him. Team fouls are even again at 2.
Yeah, tough. That was a physical foul on Jallo. And again, nice pass coming the way right there. Fed him perfect with the ball in front. Sealer, the defensive player, on his hip.
Jallo makes a free throw. Rebels were 9 of 11 in the first half, and now 3 of 3 in this half. So they've really done a good job at the line. And that's so big as you get to a section semifinal or beyond that, a section final. Yeah, you're got to make your free throws.
Absolutely. Jallo averaging 6 has that now with 16 and change left in this second half.
Vaughn McDonald on the floor, of course. For Riley Albertson, he's on the bench with 4 fouls. DeDominis drives in. That's tapped around, finally grabbed by Jallo. Poos had a shot at that board. And now Poos kicks it out. Here's Jallo down the lane, out in the corner. 3-ball, Gavin Walter, long out of there, no good. Rebound tapped around, down on the deck. Poost is there. McDonald grabs it. Russell for Irondale. A feet ahead to Cramble, missed it. And the rebound grab there by Jallo. Rebels running the other way. Driving in, Tilke jams it down.
I told you that dunk was coming. A throwdown was coming. He had that thing eyed up in the first half. He got it here on the drive on the baseline, and a throwdown for Tilke.
Jallo the steal, bats it ahead. Tilke again, missed it. Followed Jallo, no, Cramble the board. McDonald back the other way into the front court. Sets up on top, goes to the baseline. Broussard may have traveled with it. They didn't call it. He had that up high and walked a bit. In a minute, knocked away. Tilke can't keep it in bounds.
Good hustle, got that initial steal attempt. And here's the throw down by Tilke on the baseline. Got the edge and bam, down. Looks like you, Steve, every Monday morning when you get the week, start off with a throw down.
Yeah. In the corner, Cramble, long, no good. Broussard the board back, up and in.
Broussard
has 6.
He's great from that angle, from that side. Follow up, just struggling from the line tonight. Good offensive board.
Walter, right at the key. Now it's Wagner at the elbow. Off no good. And the board grabbed out of there. Jake Diedemenis into the front court. He is in double figures again with 10. He'll drive into the lane. Reverse layup. Spins in.
That is just a quick and solid move. Dang. Reverses the hand, goes to the right, and then quick to the left and gets that spin. Ambidextrous.
Tilke swings it over. Walter into the lane. Gives it up. Jallo down on the deck. It's tied up. And we're going to get jump, and Irondale's going to get the ball.
There they go. You see Walters do this a lot. Drives to that lane, and he's an excellent passer. Once he gets to the lane, he can either take the shot, but you see him many times fitting a cutter along the baseline from time to time. That time it was just a turnover.
Diedemenis, 3, no. Rebound Tilke. He can't hang on to that one. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Tilke and Walters that time kind of bounced it off of one another, but certainly had that rebound squared away and squared out. 13-31. And still that 24-point lead.
Nice inbound. McDonald got it to Cramble. Cramble's first points of the half. He has 14. Timeout on the floor. 59-37, 13:30 to go.
Kleppner sees Aaron Kleppner, the head coach for Champlin Park, sees a coaching moment. And meanwhile, there you get a look at Trent Davis taking his Knights to the bench as well to try to scheme up some defense to get some turnovers, because they're going to have probably some full court pressure coming here out of this timeout. I keep saying it, but even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Here's the bracket. Rebels the number 1 seed. Bottom of the bracket, Maple Grove the number 2 seed. And Joe, during the regular season, those teams split the season series. If everything goes according to plan, they would meet in the section final, and it would be here. Traditionally, it's been at Rogers, but they're doing high seed host section finals. But Champlin Park, if they're able to finish off Irondale tonight, would get Mounds View or Spring Lake Park. And then the bottom of the bracket, you've got the District 279 schools. Number 3, Park Center. Number 2, Maple Grove. Number 7, Osseo. And when those teams are involved, throw out the record.
Park Center's been playing in their best ball here at the end of the season. Maple Grove, I'm not sure if they have one of their better players back from an injury or not. But when they played the Rebels here, the Rebels commanded that, took that win pretty easily.
By 21.
Yeah, in fact, that moved it to an 11-game win streak at that point. But they were also missing, again, the Crimson, one of their better players, a sophomore. His name eludes me right now. But that is going to be a tough bottom part of that section as well.
So always entertaining section 5, 4A. Rebels in quarterfinal action. Downloaded Jallo, up and in. Good feed, Kyler Poost. Good play out of the timeout.
Good hands, though, too, by Jallo. That had a bounce pass with some pound to it and had some spin. Trying to reverse the ball here, the Knights.
8 minutes, shot up and in, long 2. And all of his points are 2-pointers. He has 14 tonight.
Yeah, he can hit from all levels.
Driving in, Walter missed it. Dieterminus, the board, head up, runs the floor, right of the lane. He'll power his way in, miss the shot. Draw the foul, and that's going to go on Tilke. He's not sure. That'll be number 2 on Tilke.
I'm not sure if they were going to call that foul on Dan or camera guy when Walters was down. As you can take a look at this close, I think maybe Dan delayed Walters getting back up and gave Irondale the advantage. But we'll have a talk with Dan about that and the official. We may see a game suspension for Dan, the camera guy, on that.
There could be fines. There could be suspensions. So he's got 8 in each half, 61-41. Irondale down by 20. They were down by 20 at the break. There's Gavin Walter. He's going to put it on the floor, drive into the paint near the block, spin around, put it up and in. Nice play, Gavin Walter. He has 4.
Yeah, you know, he plays so poised. The dribble, usually they feel like I got to hurry up and do something to move. It took his time and released a nice shot from the lane.
Jimenez down the lane, up with the right hand, no, but drew the foul. And he just gets inside so quick and gets airborne so quick.
Yeah, it looks effortless.
Second on Wagner, 4th on the Rebels.
Yeah, and on that play, too, he had Wagner at 6'6", guarding him, and he was still able to get Wagner sealed off and get that shot off as well.
You know, one of the things we've talked about is, you know, all the talented teams in the state is you don't necessarily need a 6'8" or 6'9" guy, but 6'5", 6'6" guys with some length, like the Rebels have, is a big advantage, especially if those guys can run.
Absolutely.
And they certainly can. 63-41 Rebels. Irondale hangs on. They'll get it in. Broussard, now McDonald. Further out, Dieterminus. Cramble way out on the left. He can shoot the 3. Was very effective down low with 12 points in the low post. 8 minutes, fade away from the elbow, off no good. Rebound ripped down by Tilke. Tilke on the break. Jallo into the block, and he got blocked.
He absorbed a big-time shot with this move inside, and good job. You see Jallo there. He's getting some offensive time, plays a lot of a defensive focus, an excellent defender. And many times with that comes you end up drawing some fouls. But he's getting some run time and some point time and a point away from double figures for the senior.
3 fouls, by the way, 13 foul on Irondale. One more for Jallo. And that one out of there, no good. The rebound, Cramble. Cameron Cramble, just a junior.
Tilke out, Plunkett in for the Rebels.
Nice feed inside. Shot missed by McDonald. Walter the rebound.
Oh,
and then they say he got bumped. He certainly got bumped. And
yeah, there was contact when he.
Yeah, watch this.
Walters got that rebound.
That's a foul. That forced him out of bounds, but on the inbound, Killens went up, had it blocked, grabbed there by Walter. He's going to bring it up the floor into the front court. Feed down low, nice look. Shot missed by Poost. Coming out of there, Broussard, stolen back by Plunkett. And now Dieterminus. McDonald, down low, Cramble. Good ball movement. That was pretty. Cramble has 16.
Yeah, transition ball that time. 3 quick passes and closing it up. Cramble now with 16, as you mentioned, and almost a chance for Poost to go coast to coast with a nice defensive play. But he gets it. Nice.
His first made 3, and he has 7.
Assist that time, also coming away of Poost. Nice looking 3 by Plunkett.
Out on the wing, Fisher Killens drives down the lane. got it back, then stolen away Tyler Wagner. Wagner 2-on-1. He'll just power his way in. Miss it. Plunkett shot, no. Back up, off, no. Cramble got clubbed, no foul. Both coaches are wondering, when are we going to get a foul out of this?
And this half, Wagner is scoreless, but he tried to assert his will that way on that 3-on-1, and then a couple of attempts for the Rebels, deflects out.
Yeah, in that sequence, you probably could have called. And that's where Trent Davis and Aaron Kleppner were kind of like, and Aaron Kleppner's still out on the floor. It's like, wait a minute.
Yep. You want to keep it under control at some point, but it was. But what I was talking about earlier, too, when Poos blocked that shot on the Knights player underneath the basket, then made the save, kicked it out, and they reciprocated it back to him, got him back the ball, wanted to reward him for the block and running that court, and just missed that, closing that up coast to coast. But you see those plays, and that's what you see from the Rebels. Just great defensive hands, athletic, active, and it comes from a variety of different angles and players, and that's what's valuable coming in this postseason. As you mentioned before, Steve, the depth is so important when you're talking postseason play and success.
Looks like Moose Hadoukley is going to check in for Aaron Kleppner and the Rebels out of the timeout. And once again, if the Rebels hold on and win this game tonight, they'll play in the semifinals, as Joe mentioned, against Mount Zero or Spring Lake Park. And that'll be Friday night, 7 o'clock here at Champlin Park. And then the section final next Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, high seed. Will not be at Rogers. And
stepped on the baseline, apparently.
So turnover on the Rebels. Haven't been a ton of turnovers in this game tonight. And now Irondale has the ball. 8 minutes, 8 in each half. And they have two players at 16, Cramble the other. Out on the wing, Mason Broussard. Broussard, another junior. 8 minutes long, 2-0 but net.
He gets such good trajectory. You watch his elbow and it comes straight up, and that release. Excellent launch.
Boost into the corner, Plunkett the three, no. Dieterman the board, comes out of there with speed. Down the lane, Euro step, off no good. Cramble the follow. He has 18.
Man, he has been following up, crashing the board, and has such good hands. Averaging 11 a game, and with 20 now.
Plunkett
or
out
18
on top. Peerless Davis now in the game. Here's Walter. Walter trying to lean his way in. Drives in, blocked out of there. Killen sent it out of bounds. It'll be Rebel ball. Walter has 4 points tonight. And he's going to go to the bench. Mo Jallo back into the game. Also sitting down, Broussard. They're going to have good size next year with Broussard and Cramble coming back as seniors. Jallo down the lane, gave it up to Plunkett, and then he got bumped by Cramble. It'll be number 2 on him. Team follows even, Joe, at 4.
That it is. Hey, and tomorrow we'll also get a chance to team up and go watch the Huskies of Andover play host to Cambridge Isanti in the quarterfinal of the 7A section.
On the inbound, Jallo in front of his own bench. They turned it over. Yeah.
I'll tell you, you really need to button up on some of those loose balls or unforced errors. You know, I'm sure if you're Coach Kleppner and you see those things, you got to value each possession in postseason.
Cramble out on top, hands it off. 8 minutes, drives in, off the glass, no good, couldn't get his own board. Coming out of there, Plunkett almost threw it away, and then Peerless Davis loses it. Rebels thought maybe there'd be a foul. Irondale gets it back.
Again, a couple of empty possessions for the Rebels here. The turnover still with that 20-point lead, approaching 8.5 to play in the second half.
Killens back out on top. Here's Riley Albertson. 4 fouls in the game, batted around, stolen away. Rebels on the break. Here's Jallo, blocked out of there, grabbed by Tilke. Tilke sends it across. Plunkett down the lane, high off the glass, no. Davis couldn't get it, and we'll have another foul. That'll be on Cramble, number 3 on him.
I didn't know the way Tilke's getting some airtime tonight. I thought maybe they're going to put that off the backboard and have him throw it down from there.
Dukley's on the floor with Jallo, Plunkett, Tilke. That's Tilke, airballs it. Rebound comes down. Davis had it blocked out of there. And picked up by Albertson. Limited minutes tonight for him. And then that one goes out of bounds. Peerless Davis couldn't save it.
That blocked the last time down here by Cramble. I have him for at least 3 here tonight. And as we mentioned before, he had 68 blocks coming into the season, second in the state. Now add those 3, he's up to 71 for the season.
Fisher Killens. Cramble, nice look down low, waiting. Albertson has 4.
Another good job. Watch the flyby, the fake and the flyby. And Albertson puts it in for 2.
Tilke, wing right, spins, kicks it out. Near corner, nobody home.
Apparently, I was supposed to be standing there for the 3.
Somebody was.
My bad. But certainly a lot of motion in that Rebels offense.
That's the old memo not distributed.
Well, I know my best play in high school basketball was fake to the open guy and shoot. And that got me a lot of points.
Oh, I'm sure the coach loved you, Joe. Irondale with the ball, under 8 to go in this game. Dinamittis put it on the deck. Walter gives it right back. McDonald, Dinamittis, he won't miss. He's having a big game now. He has 20.
Yeah, but then you're going to see how much can they
8-0 run for the Knights.
Yeah, and you know what? See, they're going to have to try to trap, move things, spin cycle.
Tilke, terrific. 6.5, 17 in the game.
A little rinse and spin by Tilke. 20, as you mentioned, Steve. Our stand corrected, 17.
McDonald, wing left. Cramble comes out to set a pick. Dinamittis drives by Jallo down the lane. Floater will fall.
He's just got those springs, and that touch around that hoop is just impressive.
Driving in, putting it up, and that is going to be Tyler Wagner. Gets on the board here in the half. He has 25 in the game, 23 in the first. First points right there for Wagner.
It's the old, you cannot stop him, you just hope to contain him. As I mentioned, his season high this year was 60 versus Blaine earlier this season.
That one off, no good. Hamilton with the foul and the rebound. Wagner couldn't finish the three-point play, but once again, team lead at 25. Rebels led it by 20 at the half. This is Albertson in the corner, guarded by Tilke. Walter comes out.
Kind of exhale.
Now they hand it off. Dinamittis, long 3, off no good. Easy board, Tilke. He'll give it up. Gavin Walter gets it ahead. Jallo hands it off. Shot off, no good. Or that was Dukley handing it off to Jallo. And Jallo will get free throws.
Jallo said, hello. Here's the ball gap. Time to close. But as a result, Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner will get the free throws here. Once again, a gigantic first half. 23 points, 3 made threes. Knocks down one there.
Then you saw the Knights try to make a run. In fact, it was an 8-0 run. Forced some turnovers. Couldn't sustain it. What did the Rebels do to shut that down? They drove to the lane, and that was Tilke. Go back to the comfort and the success path for the Rebels.
There's a shot off, no good by Albertson. Rebound to the Rebels. Here's Tilke. Further out on the wing, Dukley drives in. Big collision. And a foul's going to go on Irondale. Wait a minute, that could be number 4 on him. It is. The second player with 4 for them, Albertson the other. Wait a minute, doesn't like it.
There was some movement there before contact as he scooted over.
And
this is a player that I've enjoyed watching earlier in the season, a freshman. And he's got some games, some quickness in Dukley. Just has 2, but his defense is great and just looks so relaxed yet competitive for this Rebel squad to step in as a freshman. Speaks volume.
And he got them both. Dukley has 4. And the Rebels up by 22 at the moment. 5:30 to go in the game. That's batted away and putting it up and in. Who else? Dukley, you called it, Joe. Good spurt for him.
You can just see the focus for him defensively.
Cramble on the outside, swings it across. Killens down to the middle. Runsell drives in, tried to give it up. Cramble batted it around. Picked up there by Dukley. Dukley into the front court. He'll try and drive, step in, and he got fouled. Fouled by Cramble.
Yeah, Cramble was open underneath, but when you pass the ball to the ankles of a guy who's about 6'8", rarely is that going to be picked up cleanly, or if somebody's not going to get another hand on it, especially as quick as the Rebels are. And Dukley again gets another 2 at the free throw line.
So they have 3 with 4 fouls. By the way, Dukley knocked down another one. He has 5.5, 7 in the game. 78-53 Rebels, under 5 to go, and right back here on Friday night. And really, I like that move. High seeds, you get to play at home. Mm-hmm. I think it's a terrific move versus the neutral sites.
Yeah, and you saw that with the girls section as well. Anoka a chance to play at home as well for the section championship.
Yep, that's Thursday night. We'll have it here on QCTV.
That is going to be
Centennial.
A great matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
Autumn McCall is playing her best ball. I didn't mean to rhyme.
Broussard off, no. Rebound Davis. He'll give it up. Rebels in control. Plunkett now on top. This is Poos. Hands it off. Dukley down to the game. Kilby down the lane. Put it up and in. Raphael Kilby, first points of the night there.
He was packing that up like he wanted to throw it down.
Out on the wing, Albertson drives in, double comes, off no good, rebound tapped around, controlled by the Rebels. Kilby with the board, now it's Poos. Poos will bring it up.
Right, but it's one of the most difficult things you got to do, and you got to cross the railroad. The railroad.
And the foul.
Poos looks like he can just start those RPMs up with any stride and burst ahead. Just some great all-out speed.
4:08 to go in this Section 5 quarterfinal tonight. Poos will get one more. All of Poos' points tonight at the line. He has 5 at the moment. And Poos will go to the bench. And into the game now, Nick Kean. As Aaron Kleppner goes deeper in his bench, driving in. McDonald puts it up on the wing. Hammelman. Out of the middle, Albertson. Once again, limited minutes tonight. Stolen away by Dukley. He'll go in and lay it in.
I think he got that one. I think he got the tip of the rim and he threw it down. Just enough to force it. We'll get another look at that.
He has 10. They get it inside, batted around, down on the deck, Broussard. I think Dukley will get the foul. If not, Plunkett will get it.
Look at this, another pickpocket. God, quick hands. And cashes it in. Oh, I think that's going to qualify. What do you think as a dunk? I think he got the top of the ball.
Yeah.
As it was through that cylinder.
Replay confirmed.
Now he's got 10 in double figures.
Shot is in. Runsell. First field goal. He has 4. Driving in. Kilby. He has 4. Raphael Kilby.
And a track meet has broken out.
Edominis gave it up. Driving in. High off the glass. No. And then on the rebound, we get a foul. And that foul is going to go on Hamamone.
Edominis, I would like to see him get at least one more shot. He came in tonight with 553 points this season.
And 1,000 in his career. Over 1,000.
All conference. Heading to Hamlin. But he's so smooth when he goes up also for those layups, follow-ups, the jumpers. I know I'm going to sound obsolete, but he could be in a phone booth. He goes up and takes so little space. I'm always trying to think of a substitute for that word phone booth these days.
Yeah, there aren't many of those. There's a charge. Charge on the Rebels. Kean. Albertson inbounds. Edominis still on the floor. Senior season winding down. Shot off, no good. And saved into the perimeter. Runsell. He'll try the tough 3 and hit it. Wow. He has 7.
Cash from the outside on that trifecta.
Here's Kilby, 4 off the bench. Played well.
Want to open that lane. He wants to try to get by the defender and get his own throw-down version.
He got bumped, 2:18 to go. Rebels led it by 20, 49-29 at the break. And more subs coming into the game.
We had talked about Edominis with 553 points this season. And he's done. It looks like he'll head to the bench for his career. But coming into tonight as well with Wagner. Tyler Wagner had 707 points this season coming into tonight.
Rebels free throws here. End of the game.
I believe Wagner ended up with 27 on the night.
Yep, 27. Tilke was 17. That one falls. (87-61) Rebels. Just kind of pulled away midway through half number 1 and just kept Irondale at arm's length all night, spinning in, putting up a shot, getting it to go. Owen Bolt, a sophomore. Nice spin move there. Damian Gardner, shot off, no good. And the rebound grab, Jackson Webster. It's Owen Bolt. Double team comes on the perimeter. We'll get a foul. Irondale well over the 10 foul limit now. And as we mentioned, Rebels right back here at home Friday night. Section 5, semifinal, either Mounds View or Spring Lake Park. They tipped off at 7 tonight. And the goal now for everyone to kind of pack it up and get home safely.
I will tell you, here's my prediction. A must-see TV for girls basketball is that Anoka Centennial game.
Yeah, it'll be a great battle. No doubt. With so much on the line, chance to get down to the U and play in the barn. Yeah, great opportunity for the Anoka Tornado girls on Thursday night. At the line, Elliot Gustafson. That one out of there, no good. Rebound fought for. Someone gains control. Here come the Rebels. Zion. Gardner with it, drives in, kicks it out, near corner. We'll work the perimeter as we close in on 1 to go. Champlin Park will get their 22nd win of the year here at home tonight. Gardner. Back the other way. Addison gives it up. Nice look. Webster, no, he got fouled. Tomorrow night, as you mentioned, Section 7 quarterfinal action as they get started.
Yep, the Huskies ended their season with a loss to Park Center. But it all starts at 0-0. All teams get it going. Launch point 0 for the postseason. They take on Cambridge I-Santee tomorrow night. 7 o'clock start.
90-64. Under a minute to go. Rebels back at it. Driving in, kicking out, near side, Osadi.
Good work to get him the dime for the trifecta. Great job.
Osadi knocks it down. 30 to go. May not get to the century mark. Down the lane. Nice shot. Owen Bolt. He has 4.
Rebels been at that century mark twice this season. 104 both times against Blaine. 110 and 104.
Davian Gardner. He's going to dribble this one out.
Look at the upcoming schedule coming your way here. I mentioned 7A section Cambridge at Cambridge versus, we'll get clarity on that on Anoka tomorrow. And then meanwhile, it's Class 2A. It's, of course, hockey. Andover Huskies take on Stillwater. That'll be audio only. That's going to be on the 6th, followed by later in that evening. That's an 11 a.m. game for the Huskies hockey game. That'll be a great matchup. Quarterfinals, boys state tournament. And, of course, girls basketball, Centennial versus Anoka. That's going to be the thriller and a showdown in the evening session there in Anoka for that section championship.
So a very busy week for our crew. We'll see you tomorrow night for that Section 7 quarterfinal opener. The number 8 seed Cambridge I-Santee against the number 1 seed Anoka Tornadoes tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. That'll be live. And then Thursday night, we'll have the Section 7 4A girls section final. Number 2 Centennial at number 1 Anoka. And earlier in the day, the audio only from the state tournament. Hard to believe the boys hockey tournament starting tomorrow already. With 1A action at the Xcel Energy Center. Hey, great job by our crew. And the Rebels just too much tonight. Tyler Wagner had 27. Preston Tilkey had 17. Rebels moved to 22-4. The number 1 seed in Section 5 wins big tonight over the Irondale Knights, 93-66. For my play-by-play partner, Joe Rulin, I'm Steve Thompson. Have a good night.